Hello everybody, this is Rebecca Jane from yogawithrebeccajane.com. Welcome to this 30-minute practice. I do teach live classes, so if interested, please go to my website and you can sign up for my 30-minute classes. So this practice is called Playful Vinyasa Flow. We're going to be doing some nice hip openers. It's kind of like a hip opener class. And as I promised, we will do our 2-minute plank at the end. So that's something to look forward to and not miss. Even if you can't do the 2 minutes, you just, do as much as you can. I do have one block here for when we're up and doing our warrior poses. You might want a block for your triangle. So just have them near you, and also at the end when we're in a supported bridge. So we're going to start actually with our soles of our feet together. You can come off of what you're sitting on if you'd like. I'm sitting on my blanket just because it's very thin. Take your soles of your feet together in Baddha Konasana and draw the heels a little bit closer, as close as you can. Take your hands underneath your feet, and we're going to do a few little butterfly lifts of the knees and lowering of the knees, so that our knees are the wings of a butterfly. So butterfly stretches, and we're going to just gently move them up and down, not forcefully and not quickly. So when I see children, when I say, okay, let's do butterfly stretches, they immediately, every single one of them, their little butterfly wings are very, very quick and speedy. Not as we get older, not just because we're older, but because why? Children are just, and also they're younger, obviously have they don't have to worry about their hips as we do. But yeah, gently moving them up and down. And we're going to do one more set, and we're going to take an inhale, lift your knees up, and then let them drop down, and then fold over those feet. Let your head drop. Hands can stay on the feet or come forward. And just press into the soles of the feet. Let the knees drop a little bit more. And take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. So you can feel the stretch from the spine, from the tailbone all the way up to the cervical spine. Come up. So from here, listen closely. Take your right leg and just place it down as if you're in a cross-legged seat, and pick your left leg up. You can either grab hold of the big toe, the ankle, the shin, or the calf, and take your left leg open and out to the side. Some of us might decide to keep it bent, and that's perfectly fine. And let's sway. So think about your spine here. Naturally, it's going to collapse. Lift up nice and tall. Breathing in. And breathing out. And you can see I have a slight bend in my knee. This is playful. This is not a serious situation, right? And then from here, I want you to keep your right leg, just bring your right knee in a little bit. And you could do two things. You could place your left ankle on your right thigh for double pigeon, or bring your left foot underneath your right knee, shin to shin. That's the gentler version of double pigeon. I'm doing double pigeon. And if you're in double pigeon, sit up, everybody, no matter what you are, in what shape, lift up tall. If you want to lean a little further, you feel like you're feeling nothing, then just lean a little further forward as if you're looking over your legs into something that's quite interesting. And breathe in. I'm staying up nice and tall because I'm in a double pigeon. And this is quite challenging for me. And then slowly release that left leg. Hug it into your chest. Do a few circles to the ankles. Do a few in one direction, few in the other. And then let's place the feet back together into Baddha Konasana. Slide the heels back towards you. Take the hands underneath your feet. Inhale, knees up, and then lower the knees down, and then round the spine. It's like this bowing, the sensation of bowing. So your spine is like a turtle, the back of a turtle, the shell of a turtle. And then slowly lift yourself up. Take hold of your right foot or ankle or thigh and slide your left leg in. Half of a cross-legged seat. Pick that right leg up, either bent or straight, and sit up nice and tall. Pull up through those tummy muscles and then sway that foot from side to side. Gently moving those joints, lubricating them, softening the shoulders. Yeah, I love this. And now bring that slide your left knee in a little bit, place the right ankle on top of it, or slide the shin and the left foot underneath the knee into so a cross-legged seat with the shins. And then just sit up nice and tall. Take an inhale and then exhale. Maybe, just maybe, if you need extra, I don't need extra, you're going to lean a little further forward. Otherwise, we're sitting up and we're breathing. And then gently release the legs. Hug your right knee into your chest. Circle that ankle around. And then gently come onto hands and knees. We're going to be on our hands and knees quite a lot, so you might feel like you need some cushioning for your knees. That's fine. Otherwise, stay where you are, and we're going to curl the toes under and press back into a child's pose. Stretch through the arms. Feel this stretching of those feet. Let's inhale, come to all fours. Press up, exhale, downward facing dog. Wrist issue people, come onto forearms if you need to. Inhale, lower your knees back down and press back into child's pose. Just a few of these to warm up your knees, your hips. Take an inhale, exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lower knees to the ground. Press back into child's. One more time, inhale, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. And just hold your downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Lifting up through the tailbone and bending your knees, resting your tummies on your thighs. Breathing in and breathing out. And then gently start to lift your hips up while you press your feet into the ground, straightening those legs. And then lower the knees back to the ground. Sit back into a child's pose, tops of the feet on the ground. Do a few little sways. And then come to all fours. So from here, you're going to bring your left leg back behind you. Flex that left foot, right arm reaches forward. And so this is a playful little flow here. Draw the tummy muscles in and up. It doesn't feel very playful at times. Left leg comes out to the left, right arm out to the right. And then bring them back into the center again. I'm going to do a few more of these. Left leg out to the left, right arm out to the right. Bring it back to center. Left leg out to the left, right arm out to the right, back to center. And then place your right hand down and open up your left hip. So you're in this half moon variation on your shin. Flex that left foot. Left arm reaches to the sky or on your hip. And you're going to bring your left leg forward and left leg back, and bend your left leg as if you're kicking your left heel into your bottom, and then swing your left leg forward with control, and then back. Bend that left leg. We'll do one more time. Left leg forward. This time, swing your left leg back. You can either take your left foot on the ground and place it down, the left foot I mean, or grab hold of left foot with left hand. Options here. Breathing in and kicking that left heel into your bottom as you press your hips forward. So you're getting into the hip flexor, into the quad muscles, and then come back to all fours. Press back into child's pose. Take an inhale. And then exhale, lift up into all fours, curl toes under, downward facing dog. All this can be done on forearms if you need to. Come on to your all fours. We'll do the other side. This time, right leg reaches back. Left arm reaches forward. Take an inhale and exhale, right leg out to the right, left arm out to the left. Then bring them back to center. Do that again. Right leg out to the right, left arm out to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, right leg out to the right, left arm out to the left. Come back to center. Left hand down to the ground and open up your right hip so you're in your half moon. Right hand on the hip or right arm up to the sky. Take your right foot forward, kicking it forward, and then bringing it back behind you, bending that knee, kicking your bottom. So you'll feel that gorgeous glute muscle strengthening here. Activating. Right leg forward. Bring your right leg back. Right leg forward. Right leg back. And this time you can join hand to hand or place that right toe on the ground. Push hips forward as you kick your right heel into your bottom, breathing in. And then as you breathe out, lower the right hand down, lower the right knee down. Press back into child's pose. Get a nice stretch here from side to side. And then coming up to all fours, curling toes under, downward facing dog. Take an inhale into plank. Exhale, lower down, all the way down onto your bellies. Squeeze the legs together, arms next to your sides. Lift up into your locust. This can be more playful. You can bring your arms out to the sides or forward. Super people, you're flying through the air. Squeeze those legs. Breathing in, lift your chest. And then lower the hands to the ground, lower the head to the ground. Lower the legs. Take an inhale and exhale, lift up into your plank and downward facing dog. Taking a moment here in downward facing dog, breathing in and breathing out. Walk your feet closer together. Inhale, right leg reaches up to the sky. Bend that right knee and let's just circle it around. Pick one direction, 3 times in that direction, and then we reverse in the other direction. And then lift that right leg up to the sky. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, knee to nose, you can always lower your knee to the ground, left knee if you need to. Step right foot to right thumb. Seal that back foot. Warrior 2. Circle those arms up. Reach the arms out to the sides. Right knee bent over the ankle. Take a deep breath in. Keep the right front knee bent the whole time. Left hand behind your left thigh. Reverse warrior. Inhale back to warrior 2. Now extended warrior. We're going to do a few of these flows. Stretch the arm up or over to the right. Then inhale back to warrior 2. Exhale into reverse. Inhale back into warrior 2 and then extend it. This time inhale back to 2 and then reverse. Now as you reverse, slide your left hand to your left hip, straighten your front leg. We're going into Trikonasana. So the triangle pose. You can place your right hand on that right shin, or if you want to go a little lower, maybe a block outside of your right foot, left arm reaches to the sky, or sweep it over to the right. Turn that pinky finger of that left hand down, breathing in and breathing out. And then lower the hands to the ground, framing that right foot. Curl the back toes under, runner's lunge. Shift your right foot, shift the weight onto your right foot, and then lift your left leg up to the sky, standing split. Flex your left foot, open the left foot first, as if you're stamping that on the corner of the ceiling, and then lift up a little higher, and then turn toes down so hips are facing down. Bend your right knee, bend your left knee. Bring the left knee behind your right knee. Give it a kiss, and then re-straighten. Do that again. Left knee behind right knee. Give it a kiss, and straighten. One more time. Give it a kiss, and then straighten. Then, with straight legs, left leg next to right. Forward bend. Soften those knees, breathing in and breathing out. Let's inhale halfway. Place those hands on your shins, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Let's sweep the arms up to the sky. Interlace the hands at the top, except for your index fingers, goddess mudra. Take an inhale, stretch through those arms and over to the right. Inhale, lift up nice and tall, maybe look upwards for a moment, and then exhale, stretch to the left. These lateral stretches we keep doing in all these different poses, the reverse warriors, these side stretches, make a huge difference. Reach, let the arms float to the sides, and then roll, then fold forward. Make a huge difference in your mobility, your ability to move with ease. Inhaling halfway, exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Feel free to do a vinyasa, or maybe you'll decide not to. We're only doing another vinyasa. That's it. Lowering down, chaturanga, inhaling cobra, or upward facing dog. So we're not doing a lot of those because we do have the plank at the end. And then press back up into downward facing dog. So we have the other side. Walk your feet a little closer. Left leg lifts to the sky. Bend your left knee and then circle out. Start the circle in whichever direction you go to, and then we'll just reverse that. And then let's reverse. And then re-straighten your left leg, take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, knee to nose, and just pause for a moment. And then step left foot to left hand. Flatten out your back foot, cartwheel those arms open. Warrior two. Left knee over that left ankle. Feel the power of the warriors. Take an inhale, but playful at the same time. Right hand behind right thigh, stretch towards your back leg. Inhale back to center. Extended warrior. Right arm reaches up or over to the left. Inhale back into warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale back, warrior two. Exhale, extended. Let's do that. Inhale back into warrior two, this time extended. Pause here for a moment. Slide your right hand to your right hip and straighten your front leg. Take an inhale and exhale. Left hand on the left shin, or maybe a block outside of your left foot. Right arm reaches, or over your head, breathing in and breathing out. I remember when I used to stretch like this over my head, like this, where it's to the left or to the right, I always found it really difficult. Now it feels like nothing or very little. Lower the hands to the ground. It's just because muscles were very, very stiff, the fascia, the muscles. Let's frame your left foot, come into your runner's lunge. Because I used to always lift my arm up to the ceiling for all my warriors. Take an inhale and exhale. Shift your weight onto your left foot. Right leg reaches up to the sky, standing split. Now let's just rotate that right foot out for a moment into Charlie Chaplin foot. And then lift it up a little higher and then turn the toes back down. Take an inhale and exhale. Bend both knees. Right knee kisses the back of that left knee. And inhale, reach back, stretch. And then knee to knee. Exhale. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, knee to knee. Reach back up and keep that right leg straight and float it right next to your left leg. Forward bend. Shake your head no, shake your head yes. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Just taking a moment. Breathing in. And breathing out. So playful, making time to play. From here, roll up onto your toes. Hands stay at your heart center. Or if you want to add a little extra, arms reach up. Find a place to gaze at. We're not going to come down. We usually will come down into a squat, but I'm not doing that today. And just lower the heels to the ground. Bring your hands to your heart and bow forward, forward bend. Once your hands touch the ground, inhale halfway, press into those shins. Feel that gorgeous back strengthening. Lower the hands to the ground, step back, downward facing dog. And then come onto those knees. Sit on your heels for a moment as we prepare for our 2-minute plank. So you're going to decide whether you want the straight arm plank, the traditional one, forearm plank. Forearm's a little bit more challenging, but if you have wrist issues, that's the way to go. Knees can be up for a little bit. Maybe they come down halfway or at some point, or they stay up the whole entire time, or they stay down the entire time. So there's so many different options. It's going to be up to you. Do not follow me because I might be ahead of you or I might be behind you. Who knows? So I'm going to start the clock and I'll count backwards from 3. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. So I'm doing a straight arm one. Earlier I was on my forearm, so I found that quite challenging, a little shaky. So I'm going to make sure you know, I'll give you the 30-second intervals so you can see where you're at. We're at 30 seconds now. And if your pelvis starts to collapse down, and you can't hold it up, the knees will come down behind you to support you. Much better, it's not good on your lower back to have your pelvis sinking towards the ground, not safe and not a plank. So we're at a minute, so we're at 60 seconds. So we're halfway. So when you're in these poses, I want you to maintain a nice breathing rhythm. So you're not holding the breath, you're not making faces, scrunchy faces. Smile, do something that's going to send different messages to your brain that you're okay. We're at 1.5 minutes, so we're only 30 seconds from our 2 minutes. So breathing in And breathing out. I am struggling today, I have to admit. And it's amazing how we've been doing this for so long, and it still is not an easy thing. Which means 2 minutes is the max for most people anyway. Well, a few more seconds. Lower knees to the ground. You're done. Press into child's pose. How good that feels. So worth it, right? Take one more deep breath in, and then come onto your all fours, transition onto your right hip, and swing, and have a block near you. Ease yourself onto your backs. Stretch through the legs, feel the body's muscles. Maybe they're still firing. Hug your knees into your chest. Lower the feet to the ground. Slide your block underneath your sacrum at its lowest level. And I want you to just pause here in a supported bridge. So this is a nice pick me up with for the hips. But a gentle one, not too challenging, not too rigorous on your hip joints. We've done enough today. And just let the breath gently start to settle. And then lift your bottom off of that block, take the block away. Hug your knees into your chest. And then allow the knees to drop to the left. You have an option of just staying here, this is perfect, or straightening that top leg. And maybe adding the bottom leg, sliding it closer in as if you're trying to kick that left foot to your right left bottom cheek, and maybe join hand to that. Take your hand and grab hold of your left foot. So you're in this kind of runner's stance shape, whatever you want to call this, spinal twist, and turn and look to the right. This is a nice counter stretch after a plank. And if you want to stay a little longer, stay longer, or else roll onto your backs, give yourself a hug. And then drop your knees over to the right. If you do whatever you did on one side, do on the other side if you can. Left leg, you can straighten that top leg and then maybe slide your right leg back, grab foot to hand, as if you're leaping through the air. And then rebend those knees, rolling onto your back. Give yourself a hug. And then prepare your body for Shavasana. So we're here for about 2 to 5 minutes. You are here for 2 to 5 minutes. I'm going to come up to seal the practice. But you stay where you are, especially after our planks. We need a little extra rest. Still feel those legs firing. I can feel my thighs. While you're laying there, I will come up to seal the practice. So playing. We don't often associate play with adults, unless we're dancing or drinking or whatever we're imbibing in. But playfulness is not just for children, not just for our pets. Adults need to play. And as I bring my hands in front of my heart to seal this practice, thank you so much. If you enjoy these classes, thumbs up, subscribe. Live classes, go to my website, yogawithrebeccajane.com. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.